23 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's Wednesday, April 18th, 2018. Hold on. Just stop the music. Just stop. Isn't that a beautiful day?
Gorgeous.
Isn't that a beautiful day?
Absolutely.
All right. It's 48 degrees here at the studios of The Source, and we are broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary where we're doing a countdown to the reopening of Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, we sure are.
The grand reopening. They're remodeling it. They're doing something behind closed doors.
Yep, they really are. They won't even let us peek.
Got about a week and a half left for that chicken sandwich place.
Yep.
48 degrees right now. 85 the expected high, Ted. It's going to be a nice sunny day. 55 the expected low tonight. Tomorrow, a repeat performance. Friday, some clouds moving in and temperatures dropping a little bit down to around 75. And that's what you can expect the whole weekend long. Highs of 75 degrees, partly cloudy skies, mostly mostly cloudy on Sunday. The first mention of rain isn't until Monday, but you know, it's how it goes. Last week, they were dead on. They had the whole thing figured out, which is amazing to me. All right, let's see. We have a show to do.
Yes.
And for those of you who want to know in advance what we do, we always tell you the schedule like right now. This is like the menu of the show right now. The menu. Mm-hmm. I will be by the way, standing guard so that stupid commercial for Freedom Checks does not play without you knowing that I think it's stupid.
Yes.
I will stand guard because that thing slips through me sometimes. I lose sleep because of this stupid Freedom Checks ad. It's not free. It's nothing. Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started. But I'm all ready for it.
Oh, good.
I got a baloney. I got another baloney sounder. Can I show you my baloney sounder?
Yeah.
All right. Where's my new baloney sounder? So if you hear that Freedom Checks ad start, call Fox News Radio and say stop taking money from those people because you're misleading your listeners. You should be doing everything in your power to get your listeners to trust you. Not trust you.
Yeah.
All right, so here's my new baloney sound. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here, listen to this. I got Judge Judy on here.
Baloney. Nonsense. That's a bunch of you-know-what. You're telling a bunch of nonsense.
Baloney. It's baloney. Baloney.
I was out there getting some baloney and they wouldn't sell me my baloney.
But I still like baloney.
Wow, there's even a song about it.
Little pony, my little pony, a bunch of baloney.
Yeah, that's a lot of baloney.
A bunch of baloney.
Baloney. Oh, please. Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. Dumb ideas come from people who have dumb brains. I am a truth
I can't wait till it plays.
There you go. Oh, now you want to hear. You want to hear the bad ad so that I can play the funny mask.
Yeah, that's funny.
The funny thing to cover it up.
This is great.
Yeah.
But you're ready.
I love the truth. Yes, sir. If you don't tell me the truth, you're going to be eating your shoes. Excuse me? On your best day. You're not as smart as I am on my worst day when I'm sleeping. There's only one person who gets the last word, and that's me.
I thought it was a bunch of baloney.
There you go. That's Judge Judy, by the way. A lot of those
great.
clips. Judge Judy.
You're not as smart as me, even on my worst day. That's pretty
when
cool.
I'm asleep.
There you go.
Even on my worst day, when I'm asleep. Yeah, that's good. All right, Galen Unold will be on. I'm sorry, 7:35. That's when we talk about the news. And Barbara Bush has passed away. If you hadn't heard, so I want to talk about that a little bit.
Too sad.
Anyway, it's other news as well. We'll offer commentary, and that's the whole thing we do at 7:35. 8:05. Galen Unold will be on. I have a topic that I love this topic because it's my opportunity to kind of live vicariously through Galen and through everybody else who's ever done it, and maybe even think about doing it myself because we're talking about islands not far away, not in the Caribbean. These are Florida islands.
Nice.
Some of the best islands you want to get away. You don't have a whole lot of money. I'm not saying these places are cheap, but they're probably cheaper than, the Caribbean. Although maybe not. Sometimes those cruises are pretty reasonable, right?
Yes.
But anyway, so we're talking about some of the best islands in Florida to visit.
Nice.
News Bites at 8:35. That's for you news junkies that don't want to put up with us. You just listen to our voices, but we don't offer opinions. We just read the news. Robin Ryan coming on at 9:05. She's a contributor to many different news agencies: NBC, NPR, The Wall Street Journal, USA Today, CNN. You get the picture. And of course, my favorite recipe book for meatloaf, Good Housekeeping. She's got a book called Retirement Invention: Make Your Next Act Your Best Act.
Yeah, it's pretty clever.
Retirement Invention. Okay. Laura Burns coming in from Career Source, Citrus Levy Marion. She's going to tell you what is up over there so that you might be able to get a job.
Yep.
Or start a career. If you lose all your money to this stupid ad that I'm trying to prevent you from even hearing, then you might need a new career.
That's right.
Don't throw your money at that stupid thing.
No.
Peter Golden, an award-winning journalist whose interviewees included Henry Kissinger, who has been alive forever, Ronald Reagan, Richard Nixon, George H.W. Bush, Alexander Haig. You get the picture. He's spoken to the biggies. He's got a book called Nothing is Forgotten. So we'll talk about that and what he's done with his life. Jamie Jensen is a ghostwriter of a book for the Grateful Dead. Well, they need a ghostwriter. Let's see. Road Trip USA is the book. That sounds fun.
It is.
Dr. Tanya Miadico, The Conversation Project. Don't know what that is. We'll find out at 11:05. And then Phil Town, an investor, going to talk to us about Invested. Okay, I'm going to ask him about that stupid thing. All right, we will be right back. This is The Source, WOCA.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster. The wife of one president and mother of another, Barbara Bush, died. She was 92. Fox's Casey Stiegel at the George Bush Presidential Library in College Station, Texas.
We have seen a couple of people showing up here with some signs and flowers. Then, of course, nearly every single politician on the planet has been sending out statements and well wishes. President Trump tweeting, "Melania and I join the nation in celebrating the life of Barbara Bush."
There's a public viewing in Houston Friday with a private funeral on Saturday. A blown engine that smashed a window on a Southwest Airlines flight showed signs of metal fatigue, according to the preliminary investigation. One passenger died, Jennifer Reardon, a bank executive and mother of two from New Mexico.
Our hearts go out to the family and the loved ones of the deceased customer.
Southwest Airlines CEO Gary Kelly. The plane made an emergency landing in Philadelphia, flying from New York to Dallas. Fox News. We report. You decide.
For professional staffing, there's only one name you need to know: Robert Half. Robert Half custom matches our candidates to your specific hiring requirements by combining personalized service from local staffing experts with an advanced matching technology based on 70 years of successful placements. For highly skilled accounting, finance, IT, legal, marketing, or administrative staffing, count on Robert Half. We'll find you productive, engaged employees. Learn more at roberthalf.com/radio.
Pros in the know start with Lowe's, because Lowe's saves pros money every day. And this week we're saving pros even more during DeWalt Days. Look for special savings like $20 off select DeWalt 20-volt max cordless bare tools now through April 25th. Plus, save 5% on every purchase every day when you use your Lowe's business credit account. See the Lowe's Pro Desk for DeWalt Days and credit details. Offer subject to credit approval. Can't be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply. U.S. only.
Here is your 1-minute news brief from the source WOCA. The Ocala Police Department says 15 guns ranging from Glocks to assault-style rifles were stolen from the Classic Pawn and Gun store on Northwest 10th Street sometime before 3 a.m. yesterday. A woman wanted for murdering her husband in Minnesota and a woman who looked like herself in South Florida checked into the Ocala Hilton using the identity of the woman she murdered. A teenager who took 5 bullets in the high school shooting in Parkland has become the first victim of the Valentine's Day rampage to file a lawsuit. A Florida business owner can continue to fly the flags of the branches of the military after an employee's Facebook Live video prompted an ordinance review by Jacksonville city officials. 8 students are suing Governor Rick Scott, saying his policies fail to address climate change, and federal authorities have sent cease and desist letters to Florida craft beer breweries to stop selling any craft beer infused with marijuana. And that is your news brief from The Source.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Wednesday, lots of sunshine and becoming warmer this afternoon. The high 83 to 87. Clear to partly cloudy Wednesday night and mild, low 55 in some inland spots, about 62 at the coast. Thursday, partly sunny and pleasant, the high 82 on the coast, 88 inland. For Friday, mostly sunny, breezy, and a bit cooler, highs in the mid to upper 70s along the coast, low 80s inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Broadway's mega hit Mamma Mia is live on stage at Ocala Civic Theater May 17th through June 17th. ABBA favorites like Dancing Queen, Super Trooper, and Mamma Mia are all part of the fun musical about what happens when you surprise your mom by inviting all three men who might be your dad to your wedding. On sale now, 352-236-2274 or buy online at ocalicivictheater.com.
Hi, this is Lisa McGinnis, editor of Ocala Magazine and host of Ocala Magazine Radio. Join me every Friday at 10 a.m. when we bring the pages of Ocala Magazine to life. There's only one Ocala Magazine and only one source for local news talk radio. Tune in Friday at 10 a.m. right here on 1370 a.m. and 96.3 FM. WOCA, The Source.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you to who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit George Mangan Insurance in Ocala today at manganinsurance.com.
Thank you, me. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock, 48 degrees. It'll warm up, don't worry. 85, the expected high today.
Oh,
so
my.
It's just I like the mornings so cool. The weather today would be perfect if we could do this every day. Don't you think?
I do.
I mean, we could have rain at night for the plants and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need rain. If we could actually customize our weather.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't this be the greatest day? Like 42 or something? Except at Christmas time. Then I want some snow.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though I live in
It
Florida.
used to be 27 and snow.
All right, let's start off with Barbara Bush. I'm sure you've all heard that she has passed away. I think everything I found on her is stuff either you already know, stuff that's probably pretty predictable, the different things that the different well-known people have said, condolences, etc., and you're probably going to hear them from different news sources. So I did find something that I thought would be interesting. It's from her memoir. It is some lesser-known facts. If you read her memoir, then you know these things. Oh. But you want to hear some interesting facts?
Yes.
From her memoir? She met George H.W. Bush at a dance when she was 16 years old.
Aw.
He was, at that time, a senior at Phillips Academy in Andover, Massachusetts. So they met when she was 16.
Mm-hmm.
Her maiden name was Pierce. Barbara Pierce.
Oh, okay.
She, did you know this? A distant relative to the country's 14th president, Franklin Pierce.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, what do you know? Isn't that something?
Very interesting.
And she became a first lady. In the summer of 1943, during World War II, she worked at a nuts and bolts factory in Port Chester, New York.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. She was not born with a silver spoon in her mouth.
Nice.
She had to work in a factory.
A working person.
In 1969, while her husband served in Congress, Mrs. Bush began writing a column for Houston newspapers about life in Washington. Well, that would make sense. Yeah.
Sure.
She wrote 2 children's books, Robin.
Oh, I know she wrote
Fred's
one.
Story.
Uh-huh, I didn't know that one.
And Millie's book.
I knew that one because that was about the dog in the White House, right? Their dog Millie when they were there.
I think so, and they're both,
Yeah.
but they're both written from the perspective of a dog.
Oh, so the Fred book. What's the name of the Fred book again?
Like the initial C.
Oh, C.
C. Fred.
Oh, okay.
That's his name, C. Fred.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought it was S-E-E, but
I know.
C
Sounds
period
like, okay.
Fred. Okay, I'll have to find that one because I read Millie.
She hosted a wedding luncheon for the daughter of a close friend of Lyndon Johnson in 1970, which the former president attended, although she said LBJ could not have been a better guest. She added that her daughter and a friend were in deep shock when Johnson snagged the newspaper from the family's front yard when he left. I'll take that newspaper. That's mine. I'm LBJ.
Oh, that's funny.
In an interview with Larry King in 2010, she said, this of Sarah Palin, quote, "I sat next to her once, thought she was beautiful, and I think she's very happy in Alaska, and I hope she'll stay there." I wonder why she didn't like Sarah Palin. She recounts in her memoir her irritation at Jane Pauley of the Today Show.
Oh.
During the 1980 New Hampshire GOP primary campaign, Jane Pauley asked her during an interview, quote, "Mrs. Bush, people say your husband is a man of the 80s, and you are a woman of the 40s. What do you say to that?"
Oh.
The interview had to be reshot after the tape was ruined.
I bet it was. I bet it was. It's like, oh my gosh, she loved her family and loved she loved her family and loved her husband and loved being a housewife. What's wrong with that, Jane Pauley?
There you go.
Taking care of your family, Jane Pauley.
While George Bush was ambassador to China, Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, who's been around since Jesus Christ, I think.
Yeah.
And his family visited the Bushes and had Thanksgiving lunch with them. Barbara Bush wrote in her memoir that she could tell during the visit that they were being spied on by Chinese authorities.
Oh, my.
You can picture that in your mind's eye.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Binoculars. A lot of people saying "aso," things like that.
Well, and then we watched that thing with Anthony Bourdain, and that's what he brought up, too. You know, you never knew when they were there.
Yeah, right. In her memoir, she writes that she initially dreaded attending the 1980 Republican National Convention. We went to one of them, too. I didn't like it either.
Yeah, we did.
But once there, she said she became very competitive. George Bush would ultimately be tapped during the convention by Ronald Reagan to be his running mate in 1980. I'm sure you'll remember that one.
Yeah.
I guess that's all.
I'm sure she was charming. She was charming, and she's very supportive. She was not like a Hillary or somebody that wants to butt into the affairs of her husband.
So anyway, 92 years old, former First Lady Barbara Bush has passed away.
Well, you're a good lady, Barbara, especially with the children.
We met one of her sons.
Yes, we did.
Jeb.
Jeb, yeah, he was so nice,
We met
too.
Jeb twice, right?
Right.
Once in the, was it in the Villages or Top of the World?
On Top of the
Top
World.
of the World, and once up in Tallahassee.
Right, exactly. And he sat down with your mom on the couch and put his arm around
So
her.
technically you met him 3 times. Because you met him the first time with when you were a mentor for the Take Stock in Children program.
Yes.
See that?
Yeah.
You get around.
I know.
How many of you have seen a video that's being passed around or passed around, what do you say, shared on the internet of a guy in Jacksonville at a shop called Jaguar Power Sports? I think they sell motorcycles. Have you seen this, Robin?
No.
People asking, share this, share this, share this?
No.
Well, apparently he had some flags on top of his business. He had the American flags, 2 of them. And he had a bunch of flags that represent the different branches of the military. They look kind of classy to me when I saw them.
Okay.
But he did a video, and he was asking people to please share it. I'm going to play it for you so you can hear what the problem was.
What's going on, guys? Sean over at Jaguar Power Sports, and we just had the city of Jacksonville here on site to cite us for our military flags. That's right. We just got a ticket in the city of Jacksonville, military-bound city, for flying military flags. They cited us for every flag because they were mad that we had the flying flags up top in the building. Not only that, we had customers in store at that time. A lady by the name of Melinda Power that works for the city of Jacksonville Regulatory Compliance Department said to one of our customers in store, because he was questioning on it because he was shot 3 times at war. He says to her in the store, or she says to him in the store, "You did nothing for our country." The city of Jacksonville is citing local businesses with all the other crap going on around town. They're citing us, the business owner, for flying military flags in a military town.
Yeah, so that is I think he's the business owner, actually, the guy on the videotape. But anyway, so yeah, they cited him, and he did this video. I think it was a Facebook.
I gotta share it.
I don't know if it was Facebook or not. Well, you don't need to share it because the city of Jacksonville was embarrassed by that video.
I hope so.
What is amazing to me is that he could have complained and not done a video and probably wouldn't have gotten any results.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the fact that he made this public made them embarrassed. So he was told by the city of Jacksonville that he can keep those flags flying over his business, that he will not be cited or fined for them. It's just a disgusting shame that even has to happen.
And is that woman fired for her comment?
I don't know.
She doesn't deserve that job.
I don't know.
Look at all the people that come here from different countries, and they fly the flags of their home countries, and nothing is done about that. But they cite a business that's flying the military flags in honor of our veterans that fought for our freedom.
I hear the intent of your point.
Wow.
But those people have a right to fly their flags too.
Oh, exactly.
Whether we like them or not.
Exactly. No, I have no problem with that, with them flying there. But the city of Jacksonville, why pick on the military? That's horrible.
Anyway, the man in the video claims the city official who cited the dealership also told the customer in the store at the time, a military veteran, that the customer had done nothing for our country, as you heard in that video.
Yep, that person better be fired.
So the video was shared nearly 250,000 times.
Good.
The video was seen more than 5 million times. That's as of 11 a.m. yesterday. So I think I got it 3 or 4 times. I think Kelly Hart sent it to me. My brother sent it to me. A couple of other people sent it to me. And anyway, so I looked it up to make sure that it was, everything was true.
And Jacksonville is a military town. It's a military port. My gosh.
Every city, every municipality, every urban area in this country should have the exact same right to fly flags.
Exactly.
So anyway.
Exactly. So I'm glad the city of Jacksonville was embarrassed, and that person should be fired from that to insult a veteran that way.
All right,
my God.
The 15-year-old boy who stood in the doorway to protect his fellow students and was shot 5 times is out of the hospital, and he's the first victim of the Parkland High School shootings, the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School shooting on Valentine's Day. He's the first one to file a lawsuit. Named as defendants is the shooting suspect, the estate of his mother, who has passed away, by the way, a family that took him in after his mother's death, and 3 mental health facilities that treated him. So he is suing all of them. It seeks unspecified damages. It was filed on behalf of Anthony Borges. He is the 15-year-old who was shot, and now I don't know what permanent. Well, I'm sure there's lots of permanent things that will be as a result of being shot, but I don't know if he's physically permanently in that wheelchair. I saw him in a wheelchair. So.
And what the emotional.
That'll be with him forever.
My God, it's like PTSD. I mean, gee whiz.
All right, so a woman in Minnesota. 56-year-old woman kills her husband. Who knows where she went from there, but we know she went to Florida.
Oh.
She went to South Florida. She found a woman who looked like herself. She had a good time with that woman. There's a video of her laughing it up at a little bar/restaurant or something. She kills that woman.
Oh, my God.
Because the woman looks like her.
Oh, my God.
So that she can take her car and all of her identification and get out of town.
Oh, my God.
So she left South Florida and drove to Ocala. And she checked in at the Ocala Hilton using the name of the woman she had murdered as her name.
Oh, my God.
There's video of it. I think
in the Hilton?
Yeah, in the Hilton. The Ocala police are circulating that video.
Oh, they're still looking for her.
And they've got some good photos of her. She's 56 years old. If you see her, you could be in for a $5,000 reward from the U.S. Marshal's Office and a $1,000 reward from Crime Stoppers.
Oh, my God.
She was at the Ocala Hilton. Her name is Lois Reese. The fictional name, the other woman's name, the one she's using, was Pamela Hutchinson. The scary thing is they think she also robbed a bank in California.
Jeez.
The scarier thing is that if you sort of kind of look like her, you might be a target of hers because she might want to steal your identity.
Oh, my God.
So just get a good look at this woman. Go to the Star Banner website or the newspaper. I don't know if they've got it, but the website is better because then you see the video of her and you can see her gait. You can see the way she walks.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that, to me, that does it for me. I'll go someplace and I'll see somebody from a distance and I'll say, oh, that's whoever. And I don't really see their face. I just know by the way they walk.
Yeah.
I've done that a few times.
Can you describe her? Do you have the description, or do we need to go to the...
Do you know, I hate to describe her. You know why? Because she's attractive. And I hate to say she's attractive, but she's for a 56-year-old woman, she's not a bad-looking lady.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But I hate to say that because in my mind, there's nothing attractive about her at all.
No, not at all, but I just...
But she's got, I guess, blonde hair, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And she's 56, so just imagine.
She's white?
She's a white lady, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's important, too.
What else is on here? There's another video circulating. This shows the suspects who stole the guns from Classic Pawn and Gun on 10th Street.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused whether this was Monday morning or Tuesday morning, but anyway, it was one of those 2 mornings. They stole 15 guns, $9,000 in value. The quote I got from the news release said, Glocks to assault-style rifles were stolen. Glocks to assault-style rifles. Crime Stoppers also asking for your help. 368-STOP, by the way, is the phone number for Crime Stoppers.
Yeah, we put that one on Facebook with the 2 video links to it also. Megan Shea, I think she wrote that it was Monday morning.
Okay.
And then they released the 2 videos yesterday, and we also put photos of the robbery on there that Megan Shea from the police department in Ocala gave to us. So thank you, Megan.
All right, I'm going to try to imagine what the audience is going to sound like with this next one. There, I just imagined it. I'll tell you if I'm right or not.
Okay.
8 students are suing Governor Rick Scott because of his policies that fail to address climate change. Governor Scott is responsible for global warming.
Oh, my God.
This is headed up by a student at the University of Miami. He's 18 years old. His name is Delaney Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe that's a girl.
Could be a girl.
I don't know. Anyway, Delaney Reynolds is studying marine science at the Rosenstiel School of Marine and Atmospheric Science. And 7 others have signed on, including a 10-year-old, by the way.
Oh, my.
10-year-old's also named in the lawsuit. The lawsuit alleges that the governor and the state has failed to address climate change, and they have violated the, quote, youngest generation's constitutional rights to life, liberty, property, and the pursuit of happiness, and has caused harm to Florida's essential public trust resources such as beaches and marine life, unquote.
Okay.
Everybody in this country, if you have accused them of anything, is innocent until proven guilty. I have a feeling you're going to have a hard time proving that Governor Rick Scott has caused global warming.
Yeah.
I just have a feeling you're going to have a hard time with that one.
Oh, my
Some
gosh.
lawyer is happy to take your money, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that lawyer is. He's probably involved with Freedom Check, so there you go.
Oh, my gosh.
They work hand in hand, you know. They're happy to take your money.
If you missed the deadline for your taxes yesterday, guess what? There was a glitch in the system, so they're giving you another day.
Yeah.
Last-minute taxpayers unable to file their returns because of an IRS computer problem got some welcome news. You will now have until midnight tonight. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin gave that assurance, later confirmed by the IRS. The glitch affected the tax agency's direct pay system, which lets people pay an estimate of taxes directly from their bank account free of charge.
Mm-hmm.
If you pay your taxes electronically, the money will be taken out of your account instantly. Just remember this.
Yes.
If you pay your taxes electronically,
yes,
the money will be taken out of your account instantly.
Mm-hmm.
If you're getting a refund, however, and you choose for the money to be deposited in your account electronically, it will take 6 weeks.
Of course it will.
Because it takes longer to send you money than it does to take your money.
Yeah, exactly.
Just thought I would point that out.
They should have the same rule, that it should take them 6 weeks to withdraw it from your account. instead of automatically.
SpaceX. I'd rather not that, to tell you the truth. I hate when I pay a bill and it doesn't look like it's gone.
Oh.
I'd rather say, okay, it's gone. Good. Then I don't forget that I spent it already.
Oh, okay.
SpaceX hopes to fly their rocket tonight. I can't remember what time it's supposed to go up. But anyway, it was canceled or postponed, rather. Something was wrong. So they still haven't sent up that test satellite.
Oh, the one on Monday it was supposed to go.
Right.
Okay.
So it's supposed to go up tonight.
Okay.
Author Andrew Morton, let's see. He will be on a Facebook live chat with Meghan Markle. The author of Meghan Markle, A Hollywood Princess. His new biography, oh, there you go, of American actress and British royal bride-to-be Meghan Markle. Oh, that's who it is.
Oh, that's what...
I don't even know the name.
That's what Heidi, Dr. Mayer was speaking about yesterday.
Yeah. Anyway, so a book about her went on sale yesterday. Markle is 36 years old. She will marry Prince Harry, who is 33 years old, at Windsor Castle on May 19th.
Mm-hmm.
Morton, the author, Andrew Morton, is a British journalist best known for his 1992 book, Diana, Her True Story, about Harry's late mother. If you want to submit questions to the author, I don't know how you do this. I guess it's on the USA Today website. That's where I'm reading this from.
Oh, okay.
If you are a craft beer maker, and you're looking at Friday saying, hey, that's marijuana day, 420.
Really?
And you want to infuse your craft beer with marijuana, or more specifically, cannabis. It's called cannabis terpenes oil. So if you put cannabis terpenes oil in your beer, so that you can have a beer and celebrate marijuana day without supposedly breaking the law, well, the Federal Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau says, don't do it.
Stick to the brownies.
So anyway, one of the micro craft breweries down in Fort Lauderdale says, oh, man, all right, I'm not going to do it. But another one here in Florida, called Devour Brewery, say that'll be a waste of beer. And that sounds like they're thinking about just ignoring that cease and desist order.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, you don't really have to say what's in there. You just say this is a new thing just for the holiday.
By the way, during News Bites, there's a story that one of us will read. I don't know if you got it or I got it. That explains why 420 is synonymous with marijuana.
Oh, okay.
Do you know the story behind that?
I don't.
Well, I didn't either.
Don't.
But it'll be in the in News Bites at about 8:30, 8:35.
Oh,
An engine on a Dallas-bound Southwest Airlines flight that took off from New York with 149 people on board exploded. The engine exploded.
Oh, my God.
Forcing an emergency landing in Philadelphia. One passenger was killed. Another one was nearly sucked out of a window.
Oh, my God.
The fatality on the flight from New York was the first in a U.S. commercial aviation accident since 2009. After the engine on the plane's left side blew, it threw off shrapnel, shattering a window and causing cabin depressurization that nearly pulled out a female passenger, according to witness accounts and local news media reports. So anyway, a woman was partially drawn out of the plane and pulled back in by other passengers.
Oh, thank God.
The woman's daughter was on the flight. National Transportation Safety Board Chairman Robert Sumwalt told a news briefing in Washington that one person had been killed, but declined to elaborate. So that's a scary story.
It is. It is. I hope they're looking for the terrorist thing.
No, they said it was fatigued metal that caused the problem. Carl Cassell, a newscaster on National Public Radio programs for more than 3 decades, has died. He was 84 years old. He died in Potomac, Maryland. He had Alzheimer's disease, and that's what eventually took him.
Oh.
Dicks are destroying guns. Dick's Sporting Goods is in the process of destroying all assault rifles in its inventory. A move that comes 2 months after the mass shooting here in Florida. They're destroying their assault rifles.
Good.
Matt Lauer might be thinking about making a comeback. Matt Lauer, once NBC's highest paid star, he earned $20 to $25 million per year, was seen at an Upper East Side restaurant lunching with Mitch Modell of Modell's Sporting Goods, which I used to ride my bicycle to, by the way.
Oh my.
Lauer is said to be testing the waters for a public comeback by coming out of hiding from his Hamptons home. Louis C.K., by the way, who also got in trouble for sexual something. What do you call it?
Yeah.
He didn't touch anybody. He touched himself in front of people, right?
Yeah, he was a voyeur? No,
exhibitionist.
He was exhibitionist.
Anyway, he's also in the news making a comeback.
Oh, he...
Starbucks Corporation will close 8,000 company-owned U.S. cafes for the afternoon on May 29th to train nearly 175,000 on how to prevent racial discrimination in its stores.
Oh, because of that story yesterday.
I have 3 words that'll teach you everything you need to know. Respect other people.
That's right.
Just respect other people.
Exactly. I mean, gee.
And finally, one more. I have one more.
Call out the bullies.
You know what the cone of uncertainty is, right?
No.
Oh, really?
The cone of uncertainty?
The cone of uncertainty, yes.
Okay, I don't know
This is on the weather map when a hurricane is coming and they're uncertain which direction it's going to go.
Okay.
So they give you this image that spreads out wider the farther in time it goes from, they're trying to figure out where it's going to go.
Oh, okay.
That's called the cone of uncertainty.
Okay.
Anyway, the cone of uncertainty is going to shrink in the next hurricane forecast. They've changed their mind about how to do it.
Oh.
So it won't be so far out. They'll be more precise, more precision. We'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster. Barbara Bush is being mourned and remembered by family, friends, and admirers around the world. She died at her home in Houston, 92 years old. She told the graduating class at Wellesley College in 1990, life has to have joy.
One of the reasons I made the most important decision of my life to marry George Bush is because he made me laugh.
There's a private funeral on Saturday. We now know CIA Director Mike Pompeo met with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un over Easter weekend. President Trump tweets, meeting went very smoothly and a good relationship was formed.
The premise of those talks would have been to lay the groundwork for a possible meeting between Kim Jong-un and President Trump. Now, President Trump has been speaking since Easter in very positive terms about the potential for a meeting with Kim Jong-un, saying it could happen sometime in late May or early June.
Fox's John Roberts in West Palm Beach, Florida. Fox News. We report, you decide.